To Let's Play Cities Skylines. I've turned on the day-night cycle again just to see if it looks any different. We have, I guess, a population problem. We need some more educated workers to work at the pharmacy, but overall it seems like we just need to let more people into the city. We're having a very big issue with traffic in the industrial area. Again, it is not dealing with people actually going to work, it is rather all the trucks coming off the highway, dropping off, and going back out. So, without creating another, like a 2-lane or a 3-lane, well, 6-lane, I cannot figure out how I would make this any better unless I made this all into one way. This is actually one way right now. Or no, it's not. Oh, well, never mind. But the thing is, if I make the horizontals one way, I had originally planned on making the verticals one way because I thought that maybe we would have traffic problems. That's not the case. But if I did end up making these one ways and these one ways, then we would have some very interesting flow dynamics where you could only get one way via certain routes. Now this one doesn't seem like it would be too bad for actually making this a one-way pointed down, because I don't think anyone actually comes up this way to get over there. It's mostly coming off here to get to here, but see, if this was a one-way going out, then how would you get here? You know, you basically use this to get to here, or use this to get to... You'd have to go down a block to get back and around to over here, which, you know, it could be a thing. But since this one was going to go up, to get to here, you'd have to go 2 blocks down, and that would just probably create more traffic problems than it would solve. So I don't know what to do with that. But what I do know needs to be done right now is an expansion to the residential zones, and I guess we can now hook up to this part of industrial, because we'll be adding some zonage here, and I imagine this will be just fine. I do kind of want to keep things centered around what I've already got. I don't want to push it too far down. We are now ready to add that big roundabout here that I now have access to. One thing about that, though, is that the roundabout, the big roundabout, is 3-lane. And since I would continue using this 2-lane, I mean, I don't know if I'd want to... Maybe I could use the bike, or the bus lane, actually. Since that's going to go downtown, actually using a 6-lane bus lane would probably be decent. And we'll go straight down here and then probably branch off down here. This is good fertile land, right? For resources? Yeah, well, good-ish, I guess. I don't know if we'll end up using farm implements or not. We are kind of running out of room on the industrial now, and so that probably means I'll be coming over here and exclusively working on forestry stuff. I'm still not fully prepared to go and buy a whole new section just for the industry. We don't really have that big of a need yet, but it might be coming. I do, of course, have my own residential. That's the problem with doing that, too, is that it would sort of trim off residential. You'd have a residential area, and then I'd need a buffer zone between that and the forestry. So I don't know. I mean, bringing the roundabout back so that it actually trimmed off here, and then shaping the residential to go up, I think might help me squeeze a little bit more space from down here. I mean, if I was really going to go forestry, I could just set up the forestry industry here and then just push the city out along the highway. That might be a thing. But then again, it's all going to go over there anyway, so whatever. How is... Okay, yeah, that's what I just noticed right now, is that we are having some pollutant problems. It is very far away from the intake, so that's not a concern, but we do need to start worrying about the quality of our water. and just overall everything that we are doing. Budgets. I've not turned recycling on. Slightly reduced tax income. Well, that is something I could start affording. Again, it's not necessary because we've... Maybe once it gets to 50%, then I'll start thinking about it. Anyway, got more stuff to do here. This is probably going to put... Did I put down another... I did put down another fire station. Probably going to put more stress on our public services here by doing this. This still manages to get out there, but it's starting to not cover people. So... There's that. Oh, yes. The cemetery. Recently departed, deserve a place to rest. Those who are left behind require a way to remember them. Cemetery sends out hearses to pick up the deceased. Okay. Where was the tab? Because I could see it. There it is. Death care. Nobody's buried, and there's no crematorium available. I guess that's bad? Do I even have access to a crematorium? Is that one of these... Ah, there it is. Oh my goodness, we'd have to get a huge city for that. Well, I say huge, it's only 16,000. But relative to what I currently have, it's going to have to be much, much bigger. Okay, continuing on with the development. What just happened to you? Was that just barely out of reach of the old pipe? What's going on there? I don't know. And then this could probably make it to there. Actually, coming back the other way, no, it wouldn't matter. It'd probably be the same distance. So go there. Okay, good. And so let me sit here for a minute and see what the hell is going on with this. What is going on with that? Have we hit our capacity on water? You can't be serious. I mean, it looks like it's no water or sewage. Oh. I guess when they're putting in the new pipes, it temporarily disables it. Kind of like in real life. What did that say? Rocket packs tested in controlled environment. Yay! And garbage is apparently an issue. Why? Oh, probably because my budget has cut their funding. That's why. How much exactly? 9 out of 9. Well, okay, fine. So let's bring that back up to like 90%. See how that goes. 90% is 13. That's still probably a little too much, but whatever. I could bump it down to 85. And we'll do fine. Okay, so we still need low educated workers. Let's expand the district. Oops. Okay. The east side is growing. I'm not sure when the west side will start taking place. Or the downtown area, or whatever else. I'm going to have to start getting some names for when we actually have a decent town. Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's the high school. Almost full. Almost full, actually. We're going to need another high school. For a town of 3,500 people, we should not need 2 high schools. Abandoned building. Oh no. So we didn't get them customers in time, and they have decided to abandon the place. And I now have to delete that. There is a mod that would allow me to not have that. I could just have it go automatically. I would not have to manually do that myself. This just built itself up. Awesome. Do we have level 2s over here? What do you need? Wealthier customers. I'm not sure what that was, but now it's some weird little business building. A magic shop? Is that maybe a travel? I can't see with the glare. Huh, well anyway, cool. We're actually building up a little bit downtown. Well, the strip. And another abandoned building. Okay. So now we're actually starting to see a bit more demand for the industrial and for the commercial. So I guess I'll finish off the remaining strips for here, and we'll start building along this side. I don't know about this. This could start creating some very interesting traffic dynamics that I'm not too thrilled about. So if I build you out, I better just keep building you. Because I'm going to have to manually find out where you slant across. Now if I do that, unfortunately it looks like it's squeezing it. What if I bring you here? Well, that's a little bit better. I don't really like that gap. I mean, one thing I was considering was actually deliberately making a square's worth of space in between them, so I could have kind of like a back alley walkway, rather than just this weird whatever's going on there. I could use like a path down that way. Speaking of which, we have one park, right? I've put down one park. What's that done for my land value? Made it slightly better, but we definitely could use more parks. That's crime, by the way. Crime's still doing okay. Okay, back to the task at hand. I think that was right here, yes. See, now it's a little bit funky. I'm going to have to extend it just a little bit more so I can get a nice straight line instead of the crazy tapered one. And that's just because of the way it came out. Actually, that whole thing is borked right now, isn't it? Well, no, it actually is 4. It's just awkward 4. Okay. And I guess to mirror this, we'll have an outlet come this way. I want you to go straight. That might not be an option. There. Can we pull it down just a bit? Whatever. So that kind of rounded out the roundabout. But whatever. Okay. We'll go ahead and put... Oh, I had this whole area over here yet to put things in. Never mind. We're not hurting for space on the commercial side of things at all. But it doesn't hurt to start planning out those areas, I suppose. We'll get some more people in, just the last remaining people for the area. And I'm afraid this one started developing before I put down the full zone. Got a fire. And we're leaving out this whole side down here. I'm surprised then that this one just... Oh, it was this one. Because this one seems to be missing... Oh, it's all education. I know I've got these. I don't know how to use them. I mean, I don't know how to need them, is the thing. Versus a garage and repair shop for taxi cabs. Well, fine, but... I mean, would that just be taxi... we don't have residential problems. Okay, we've got this problem. But we don't have people going around home or even to work. It does not seem to be causing a ton of traffic. Oh, this intersection now. That's an upgraded intersection, correct? It is. So more people are using it. So that must be the way the computer routes the cars. Would you stop giving me this? Thank you. We're out of water. Oh. Well, alright. 800. Now, what else? There were a few things I could actually be doing. Policies. For example, I can do some recycling. Let's actually come back over to here. 41% full. Garbage trucks in use tonight, so my nightly budget for the garbage trucks actually needs to be bumped up a bit. A little more than I anticipated, but Okay, I can actually increase that. Should I turn on this? This would reduce crime, increase tax revenue. That would probably offset anything I'm spending there. Insulation, electricity for heat. I don't think we will ever need to use these, seeing as how it is 74 degrees at night in February. I would kind of like to put this on there, but that would reduce the tax income from there. I would like to actually put this back on. Oh, we're going to need this eventually. But eventually is eventually, so let's not worry. But what are these other things? Oh, I don't have access to them yet. Okay. What is the next thing coming up? 5,000. There we can finally get the leisure and tourism, so that's more when it's going to be important for Old Town. What? Not in my backyard. Okay. Wow, that high school puts off a crap ton of light. I'm sure the neighbors love that. Holy crap. Otherwise, it's pretty dark out here. No street lights because... do they put street lights along the... Yeah, they do. So that's something else I could do. I wonder if that affects crime. I wonder if that part of the simulation is that deep. That having dark areas would increase crimes. Although I did just see 2 cops go this way. We need more jail space, apparently. Why is that 12 out of 20? I mean, we've got space. Why is it in the red? That I don't know. However, it does appear that we've actually got some crime going on here, and this guy finally decided, hey, there's not enough around here to make a pharmacy worth it. Pity. Okay. Man, is there a way I could turn this off at night? The budget is down on that, correct? Budget for taxis, all the transportation, budget for that is down. The nightly police budget, we might want to bump that up, actually. Bump it up to, say, 75. Because I did notice that we do have a little bit of a problem now in some of these neighborhoods. What is this? Low land value. Okay, well, I guess one way we can fix that is to put down parks. So let's try beautifying that just a little bit. Now, this park that I put down here was actually a playground. I could just put down a park. What else do I have access to? Plazas. Okay, we could put down a plaza. Man, those are actually a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Put down a plaza sort of in the business area. Would that be good? Maybe? It would take out a good chunk of those. Plaza right on the strip. I don't think that'd be good. Plaza kind of behind would probably be good. From a role-playing perspective, of course. I'm sure it does not matter. However, I would like to reduce the number of... You know, maybe putting the plaza right next to the hospital might be good, because then we're kind of giving it some breathing room. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know what little shops we're knocking out here. We're knocking out that little shop, whatever that is, and it's almost on its way to upgrading. This one is upgraded. That's a massive pharmacy. People must obviously be living above the pharmacy or something. I can't imagine. So it's already a second level business. I would hate to knock that down. Well, no wonder this company didn't do well. Is this the new one? It's a clothing store. There's a pharmacy like right next to the other pharmacy. I keep getting sidetracked. What about a plaza with a picnic table? That means it's still about the same size. Damn it! Well, I mean, I could put stuff down here, but that's not where the... It's actually looks like it's kind of more centralized here. Let me look at land values again. Wow. Whoa, what sucked up all the land value? The last time I looked at this, I'm pretty sure, it was especially after I put that down, that it started getting better. I guess we'll have to put down something else. Let's just put down a regular park. And we can put that park... I don't really fancy getting rid of some more houses. But land value on this side needs to be just a little bit better. We'll put the park right behind the high school so that on lunch all the kids can go out to the park and smoke, do all the other things that high school kids do. Brilliant. Ooh, and what have I done for funding on that? Because it turned the lights off immediately. I don't know. It's a very dark... Oh, no. That would be why. Damn it! I keep forgetting about this. I mean, at this point, I'm almost tempted to just run something along the back here. That way we don't have to worry about this ever again, and I can just keep expanding. A big chunk of money that I do not need to be spending right now, but... There. And yeah, a town of less than 4,000 people in the power plant doesn't handle that. That's immensely disappointing. So this did nothing for your land value then? Is that what you're telling me? Must be your neighbor. Oh. Low land value. I don't understand that. You're right next to ones that have okay land value, I guess. Parks and ground is not polluted. I don't think the pollution has come this way. I mean, it is like right there. I don't know what to do for you. I'm sorry. This has low land value too. Okay, let's add one of those plazas. We could actually add a basketball court. That would probably be good. You know, sort of a playground for the older kids. Wow, that's too big. This is the plaza with trees. Okay. This would have a... This apparently really needs it over here. We would miss out... Ah, there. So if I actually added it here, we'd include that one. Even though these two should be helping that. Whatever. Let's actually get rid of some of the smaller ones. I don't want to knock out valuable ones. What are you, by the way? Okay. So these ones haven't even built up. I don't feel too bad about getting rid of them. I will go ahead and put you down. Good. Okay. And so these service things that I've been ignoring as well. Statue of shopping. Shopping is a wonderful thing. Statue of shopping is a constant reminder of the bliss that it is to purchase something requirement for building a hadron collider. Okay, but what does that actually do? I'm not sure what the requirements are all about. Eventually I'd like to build a stadium. I don't know why these are locked. I don't understand it. Okay. So we got a few parks down, not as many as I would actually like. But here's a little plaza, a little shopping plaza, right next to the marketplace. That's actually a very... Oh, two marketplaces. And the Big Bite. No, that's okay. I kind of like that. Low land value, right. So this whole area is low land value. Well, I mean, that's not really... Uh-oh, and we're having another crisis of educated workers. That I do not understand. Where is the education tab? Wow, we've actually got quite a few. I mean, it looks almost to be half and half of families and single adults, I'm assuming. Unemployment rate of 9%. That's actually kind of high. There are 15 births a week, but nobody's dying, so that cemetery... the cemetery. Cemetery I have not put down yet. Education, there we go. Oh, so high school is hurting. Elementary is also still kind of hurting, but, I mean, we're good for the green. People just aren't going to school. I don't understand why, because it looks like they're, especially here, are well within the range. People just aren't graduating. I suppose that takes time. But, yeah, this could be a little bit better. Again, it's ridiculous that in a town of less than 4,000 people I need 2 high schools. Like, really? I mean, I guess I could bump up... the... See, turning this down, though, shouldn't matter. I mean, do they go to school at night? Is that how the game is playing this? I guess I can bump up education spending to, like, 115? What is that for actual... I'm not seeing any change in the actual budget. Do we have to be running? I guess we have to be running. 120%. I'm making 2,000 bucks, so mysterious cult leader predicts the end of the world again and again. Okay. Well, I'm hearing a lot of dinging, which means a lot of people are actually... There's a new piece of land for purchase, I know. A lot of dinging means a lot of people are upgrading. Can I actually turn off policies here? Was that... I mean, you would think that maybe... Oh, it is. This is actually just that district. Okay. So I could actually turn off some policies that I don't need. Like the parks, for example. Parks are not needed here. Recreational use is not needed here. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it just a little bit better. Well, okay. We're having a big demand for jobs. As we saw, we had a high unemployment rate. A lot of people need work. We are now starting to get seniors here, so that's why there haven't been many deaths, I guess. The game does not allow traffic accidents, of which there would be many if it did. But, so we'll have to get that eventually. So, like, what is your education level? I know that we are low on that in general, but... You know, seeing as how we've only got 30% of the population educated, 11% are well educated, though. 1 in 10 people are pretty damn smart. Yeah, I guess, I mean, now, because of the budget increase, we now actually have more space in there for the high school, so that's good. We don't have a university. I don't even think I have that available yet. I do not. Gonna have to get the next level. Well, I don't know. I don't know where... Aside from just massive expansion, at least for industry and commercial, looks like we can do some massive expansion. Start getting some forestry set up, create forestry jobs, and then I guess we'll have a service or a commercial district on this side to service that. So, okay, well, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.